In session 4, we said, be the parent, don't be your child's friend. And that's exactly right. What we mean by that is when it's time for you to be parental, you need to do that, not get soft, not get permissive in your parenting. In another sense, though, step-parents really need to start out trying to be friendly to a stepchild. And what I mean by that, it's a little bit different approach. It's coming alongside them. Because after all, you're trying to build a relationship with them. And we've talked about how the biological parent needs to be the one who's primary, especially when it comes to punishment and discipline. And that makes space for you to come alongside them and be friends. It's really a good place to start. You got to build some trust with these kids. But at the same time, you're still an authority in their life. Don't get confused by that. Like a teacher on the first day of school, you still get to set parameters and boundaries and rules, and if somebody breaks the rules, you get to enforce consequences. So you are a parental figure in their life. Just come alongside them and build relationship. Here's some practical ways to do that. First thing is articulate your desire to get along with them, to be family, if you will. Kids need to hear their step-parents say that so they know for sure where you're coming from. That's helpful. At the same time, make sure you let them know you're not trying to replace their biological mom or dad, depending on who you are, because they will bow their back and their shell will get really hard quick if they sense that you're trying to push somebody out of their life. So you're just trying to step into their life in a way that's comfortable for them, not push anybody out. As a matter of fact, make sure you support their relationship with their biological mom or dad in the other household, or the memory of a deceased parent. Support that relationship. Come alongside that. Show them that you're not in competition to it. Another great way to be friendly as you're entering their life is to monitor their activities. What we mean by that is be around their life. Show up. Drive them to soccer practice. Get in the stands and cheer like crazy and ask them, how'd that math test go today? You were studying hard last night. How did it go? And you're around their life. That's not the same as entering their emotional life or their fears or concerns or worries in the world. They'll decide when they let you into that space, but at least join them in the activities of their life. That shows an interest. Speaking of interests, find common interests. Find things that you like to do, they like to do, and do them together, because that's easy, right? And you may discover that you have some other interests that you two kind of create together. Who knew? I didn't know I'd like that. You didn't know, but we found that together. All of those things are building relationship one little brick at a time. Let's talk a little bit about group versus one-on-one activities. This strategy is just, again, pacing with the child. In the beginning, a lot of kids are more comfortable with their step-parent and step-siblings when somebody else is in the room. If my biological dad's in the room, I feel better being with my stepmom. If I got at least one sibling in the room, I feel better being with stepmom. So take that approach and then try that one-on-one activity. See how it goes. Don't make it a 6-hour day. Maybe make it a 15-minute opportunity and see how it goes. And if it goes well, do it again. A lot of this is live and learn. Try it and see, and then take the next step. If you get that tough outer shell, all right, one-on-one, they're not ready for that. Let's just stay with the group activities. But here's the thing, just trust time. With time, kids tend to soften. How much time? I don't know. It all depends on each kid. But you're gauging, you're measuring, you're testing, and you move forward or you step back. You move forward or you step back. And you just find that rhythm, and over time it'll deepen, and they'll allow you in further and further into their life. Last suggestion, step into their grief a little bit. We've got a whole nother segment here online that's going to talk about this further, but I do want to add it here because I do think it's a way of building relationship with them. We said earlier, even if they have a deceased parent, bring that up. When you come alongside that, you're like a friend who's helping a friend grieve a little bit. And I think kids respect that. So it's another opportunity to deepen your relationship.